importance of campaign finance reform and who is committed to making sure that we have a system based on one person, one vote. So I would like to now ask Senator Steans to join us and speak about why efforts to demand real reform are so important. Senator Steans, thank you.
So thank you all very much for coming out today on a beautiful Saturday. I really want to thank our new Illinois PIRG and I think Public Citizen and all the groups here for sponsoring us today. I think it's incredibly important to note that on this third birthday of Citizen United decision, we probably have some folks out there celebrating. You know, Karl Rove, the Koch brothers, there's really happy people out there. However, I think most of us find this a really sad marker. And what's happened, it was a 5-4 decision, as you probably know, in the Supreme Court, overturning decades of rulings to prohibit the government from restricting independent political contributions by corporations and unions. Now, as Anu mentioned, this has really opened a floodgate of spending by outside groups, these super PACs. In the 2012 elections alone, $1.1 billion, that is $1 billion, was spent by these outside groups. Now think about what that's doing our democracy. Anu mentioned 32 donors matched 3.7 million donations from ordinary Americans, just 32 folks. This is just not a level playing field and real undue influence that's really undermining our democracy. I also want to note that this is not just a federal problem, but really has implications here at home in Illinois. The Illinois Campaign for Political Reform analyzed how much outside spending was done in just the Illinois legislative elections, the statewide 177 state representative and state senate districts. And we had here alone $1.6 million in outside spending in the 2012 elections by these kinds of groups. And what's worse is it's done a lot by nonprofit organizations, associations, things like that, where it's really obscured who's actually behind the money. So we don't even know who's making these contributions to a large extent. This is an enormous problem. In the words of Obama, there is just nothing more devastating than this decision to our public interest than what's going on with this kind of spending when you don't even know who it's coming from in many, many cases. Now, this is going to be a fight to try to overturn it. We know that. I think it's a battle that's very much worth engaging in. And we had the public on our side. Polls show that 80% of Americans oppose the Citizens United decision, and a full 72% of Americans believe we should be reinstating and support efforts to reinstate limits on these corporate and union donations. So we've got the American voices on our side. We very much thank all of you for participating in this, because we got to sort of channel that energy and support to making it happen, because those special interest groups will be working very hard with all that money to keep it from happening. There's online efforts, Citizens United Against Citizens United, to do an online petition against this decision. You can go there and sign up. We'll be doing a resolution in the state to encourage a constitutional amendment overturning this, and happy to help in any way I can your local efforts. So thank you very much for what you guys are doing and for being out here today. And who's coming up next to speak? Do we have? I really want to thank Anu and Aktini. All right.